Just like Rupa Goswami Pad, there's a story of the charitra of Sri Rupa Goswami Pad. He was sitting in Sevakunj in his kutia 500 years ago, and he was chanting Nam, Manasik Nam. His eyes were closed, he was meditating and doing seva in his Siddha Sarup as Rupa Manjari, Sri Rupa Manjari in his spiritual Siddha Sarup Gopi form. And there was a very, very funny scene that he was seeing in his spurti, in his inner vision. He's sitting under the tree and he's chanting, meditating on Lila, seeing this funny scene. What was that scene? That scene was that Radharani was picking a flower from the tree, and from Kadamba tree. Krishna likes Kadamba flowers too much. He likes. So Radharani wanted to make, but it's too much high in the branches. Oh, this nice flower there. Oh, I can't reach. So she's stretching up to reach. And Krishna heard from one parrot that Radharani, one tota, one parrot told Krishna, "Hey Krishna, you're Swamini, you're Radha, you're Priyaji. She's in the van and she's by Jamuna ke paas. She's picking the Kadamba fool." Kadamba fool. And then Krishna said, "Kyo?" He said, "Mala banaya. Afka mala banaya." The parrot told him, "She's making a mala for you." Acha? Well, let me see. So Krishna ran there. And secretly, because he's very secret, he can be like Gupta. So he snuck and went up the tree, and then he went out on that branch. And if Krishna just moves his big toe, the whole universe will collapse. Krishna's so powerful. So he just went there, and he just, pressed a little bit, and the tree was feeling ecstatic. The tree was in ecstasy. Oh, Krishna has climbed me. There's so many Kadamba trees. There's a van, Kadamba van, and Krishna is climbing me with his beautiful lotus feet, are touching my body. Now he's stepping on he's just touching my branch, and I know his thoughts. I'm his devotee. So as soon as Krishna thought, oh, this branch should go down, the branch, yes, and humbly the branch bowed down under the feet of Krishna. If Krishna comes and puts his feet on your head, how much bliss you'll feel. If Krishna comes and puts his feet on your head, you'll feel blissful. You'll melt in ecstasy. You'll bow down and you'll be unconscious. You'll swoon in divine bliss. It's told in Madhurya Kalamini, the 8th shower, Astama Varsh. It's explained what happens to the Premi Bhakta, different spurtis and experiences with Krishna. So the branch bent down and Radharani caught the flower, and then she was holding, and then Krishna let go of the branch, and then went up in the air, and Radharani's holding the flower and the branch. She's holding the flower and the branch. Saki, Saki, Saki. Bachao, Bachao, save me, Bachao, Bachao. And Rupa Goswami is seeing this. Lila in his spurti, in his mind, in his meditation. He started laughing. And exactly at that time, Rupa Goswami is smiling and laughing. One Baba came. Some Sadhu Baba nearby, and he was having a Vaishnava Bandara. He was feeding many Vaishnavas. So he came to invite Rupa Goswami Pad, please you come to my Bandara. So when he came there, he paid pranams, to Rupa Goswami. Rupa Goswami, and this particular Sadhu Baba that came to give Nirmantran to invitation. He was bad leg, so he was on a stick. He was lame, some deformity. So when he got up from pranams, he said, "Oh, this Rupa Goswami is laughing at me. What kind of Vaishnava? He's laughing at me because I have this deformity, this lame, bad leg." And he left. He was very angry. He felt very offended. So Rupa Goswami, he was later meditating, then he had difficulty meditating. So he went to Sanatan Goswami. He said, "Oh, Barabai, oh Sanatan, Daru, my meditation is some difficulty coming. I can't, my mind is some vikshape, some distraction. I can't fix my mind on Radha Krishna's lilas and my seva therein. How is that? How is it possible? Sanatana Goswami, he's a Trikalagya. He's a yogi. He's a devotee. He said, I think you have offended, unknowingly you offended some devotee. You don't even know, but you have offended. And he said, which devotee I offended? He said, I don't know. Sanatana Goswami said, I don't know. You know this story. But he said, I can give you idea. Let's find out. We should hold a Vaishnava Bandara. We should feed many Vaishnavas. And we'll invite many Sadhu Babas to come and take the Damodarji's Mahaprasad and Sevakunj. And that one Baba that doesn't come for the food, we know that that's the one you have offended, unknowingly. So then the invitations went out, and everybody came except that one Baba. The lame Baba didn't come for the food. So then Sanatana Goswami, it's this Baba. So Rupa Goswami went and fell at his feet and paid obeisance and says, please forgive me. So, what does this story tell us? This story tells us some different points. One point it tells us is that there's something called unknowing, agyata aparad, agyata, unknowingly making offense. Another point it shows is that the care and softness of the heart of the Vaishnava. That's the second point. And another point it shows that Krishna makes arrangements for the sincere devotee to reveal to him whom he has unknowingly offended. Like we say, it's unknown, it's agyata. I don't know whom I offended. Krishna will, if you're doing bhajan and you feel some disturb, the proof that avaparad is there is the flow of bhakti gets squeezed. Like you have a hose, you say pipe, we say hose. You have a rubber pipe, it's connected to a tap, water's coming, you're watering the garden. Bagisha, pani daldo. But then you bend the pipe, and then what happens to the water?
Supply will be
Cut. No water coming. So bhakti is like a dhara. That's called dhara. Means it's a stream. It's a flow. When bhakti comes in the heart by kripa of Guru or Krishna, then the mercy flows, the love flows, the connection flows. But in make aparad, then you bend. So then you'll feel. Then when you feel that there's some aparad, but you don't know, that's when you know you made unknowing aparad. But if you feel that the bhakti is flowing and my connection is going nice with Krishna, because you see the story is telling that. He's a Param Bhakta, he's a Siddha Mahatma, Rupa Goswami, but his bhakti flow, his dhara was broken. He could not enter that seva of meditating and serving in Lila. He was not given access to the Lila because there was a break in his bhakti. When bhakti breaks, then you get separated from Krishna. You get separated from Radha. So that if you're feeling separated from Krishna, if you're feeling separated from Radha, if you're feeling separated from Guru, then maybe some aparad. And if you feel that way, then you say, Krishna, I thought I've been a good boy and a good girl, and I have this list here of 10 offenses. I don't think I made any. And then now Jiva Goswami explains that someone may be suffering not only from the reactions, the aparad fall, the fruit of aparads in this life, he may be, because Jiva Goswami asks the questions in Dharma, how is it if someone is consciously not making any aparads? He's aware of it, he's conscious. And he's not unconsciously making any aparads that he knows of. But still the devotee, the initiated devotee, is suffering in this life. And he said the other possibility is that he's suffering from prarabdha aparads from his last life. So it gets really complicated. This razor's edge path of bhakti is not easy. The more you know, the more complex it gets. Or the more you want to know, the more complex it gets. So this adds even more, more calculation into the computation, more factors to calculate. I thought I'm doing really good. Oh, now I'm really in bad shape. Maybe it's not, you didn't do anything in this life to generate that reaction, but it's a reaction from last life, which has to come, and you have to experience that separation from Krishna, or that setback, or that suffering, or that disturbed mind, or that ashanti, man, because without removing that, you can't go to Krishna.
It is like, interlinked. Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, Aparadha shunya hai lo Krishna naam. Aparadha will be zero if you take Krishna's name. But how we can take Krishna's name? Aparadha is already not letting us take Krishna's name.
Yeah, it's a catch-22 paradox. You can't get one without the other, and you can't get the first one without the second one.
Aparadha shunya hai lo Krishna naam. How to take Krishna's name? I'm Aparadhi. Aparadha will not allow me to take Krishna's name.
Well, the Guru, that's why we have Guru. That's why if one takes the Nam alone, then he doesn't have that blessing of Guru. When he takes the Nam from Guru and makes connection with Guru by Sharanagati, then he gets what's called some unbelievable quality called Guru Kripa. And Guru Kripa works miracles. It's magical. It's transcendental. It turns fools into poets, blind men into visionaries, lame man into track stars. Mukam karoti vachalam pangam langayate garam yat kripatam abhan vande shri gurundina taranam paramananda mahadavam.
What is the meaning of Paramananda Mahadavam?
That's tagged in there sometimes. Paramananda Madhava means Krishna is the husband of the goddess of fortune. Madhava means Lakshmi. Dava means Lakshmi.